5 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is not here today. Robert Wood is sitting in the captain's chair. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Larry. It is fantastic to be here today for you folks, and we've got a very interesting guest with us. And I'm going to start off with, unfortunately, the casualties, and we're going to start off with Brian. Brian, are you there?
I am here.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning. I've got 2 firefighter fatalities to report to you. The first is Tony Barker, a firefighter age 36 with 1 year of service. He was with the Mountain View Volunteer Fire Department located in Hayes, North Carolina, and he was electrocuted at the scene of a structure fire. Unfortunately, the firefighters performed CPR, but he did not survive. The second is Thomas Burley, firefighter age 20 with 5 years of service, was with the Youngstown Volunteer Fire Company located in Youngstown, New York, and he died following a training exercise from a vehicle accident, and he became the 40th firefighter fatality this year, and I understand that you have another one that you have knowledge about.
It's the number 41, and it's a firefighter casualty, Katrina Sims, age 24. Young lady was death was on 6/18/2013. She works for the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, Atlanta, Georgia. The incident is under investigation by law enforcement because of strange circumstances. I wanted to bring that out, and I do appreciate everything that you do, and I'm sorry that one officer unfortunately lost his life to electrocution, because y'all run into that quite often.
Yeah, there's certainly some hazards. I'm a little shocked. I mean, we know how prevalent heart attacks are and medical emergencies, but the 24-year-old firefighter up in Atlanta, that's way too young, huh?
This is really strange, and they're doing a full investigation. And anyway, thank you for calling in, and keep it safe and try to watch out for everybody.
Yeah, if you do me a favor, Robert,
yes,
in fact, I just put 2 condolence letters in envelopes this morning for the other firefighters for the fire departments.
Yes, sir.
But if you can get me the information, or have Larry send to me the information for the one in Atlanta,
I'll be most happy to.
I'd be most welcome to send
You'll have it shortly.
All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy
Thank
the
you,
day,
sir.
okay? Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And we do have a law enforcement officer. No one from the sheriff's office is called yet. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's a police officer, William Jason Sprague, Texarkana Police Department, Texas. His end of watch was June 15th, 2013. He was 30 years of age, and the tour of duty was 2 years. Officer Sprague was succumbed to injuries sustained by a hit-and-run driver while investigating a disturbance. The subject that the driver was arrested the following day and is subsequently charged with vehicular homicide. And he is survived by his wife and a son. And we do have 1 military casualty noted. Now, we know that there are 4 others from the Afghan area that have been killed, but we do not have the information at this time. So this one is a Marine, Lance Corporal Jared W. Brown, 20, of Youngstown, Florida. He died on June 16th in the Helmand province of Afghanistan. He was assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marine Regiment, 2nd Marine Division, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force out of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Does anybody ever have any noted at this point in time? Okay. Larry?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I
thank you very much, sir. And we're back, and we're going to start off a little different than the usual case. We've got a particular individual brought in today from the VA. He's a doctor up there. He's in charge of the VA here in Ocala, and he's a past doctor with the Air Force? Navy. I'm Navy sorry. Doctor. My brain kicked Army, Air Force. Anyway, Dr. Mark Knapp, and he's going to talk to us about the fair that's going to be going on at the community college out here off of 200 this weekend on the 22nd. This fair is going to be held. It's a health fair. It's going to be held out there at the Klein Center, which is a nice glass building as you come in off of State Road 200. So we want you to be involved. We want you to pick up, and I'm going to start by saying, Doc, would you mind introducing yourself that way and whatever you'd like to say to us?
Thank you, Robert. Yeah, my name is Mark Knapp. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of the clinic here in Ocala. I've been in the community about 25 years. I'm an ex-Navy doctor, and we were the pulmonary critical care doctors in Citrus County, the county next to us, for 20 years before I came back to the VA in 2005. We moved to Ocala 3 years ago, and I've been at this clinic for 3 years, and last year became the Chief Medical Officer. So it's my pleasure to be involved in such a large enterprise, and I really enjoy taking care of our veterans, which I really have for the last 30 years being a physician. We're involved with the Congressman's Health Fair this Saturday, which will run on from about 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And the Congressman has assembled 60 veterans groups at the Klein Center.
That's Congressman Rich Nugent?
Congressman Rich Nugent, who is a real friend of the veterans. He's very supportive of the clinic, and he and his staff are in contact with us in the clinic probably every other week. So he's been a real supporter of the clinic here.
He also has children that have been in the service as well.
That's for sure. We are going to have several tables set up at the health fair this weekend, and we're going to use it as an enrollment fair. We know that there are tens of thousands of veterans out in the community who don't know that they have access to the clinic, and we want to sign up veterans for a clinic. Right now we have about 9,000 veterans, but I know there are thousands of veterans that could benefit by having access to our clinic.
What are some of the things that you're going to ask them to bring or have available when they come out to our show?
Well, we're going to streamline everything, and I dislike paperwork as much as everyone else. So we are going to have applications that are streamlined, and veterans only will need their DD-214. And if indeed you don't sign up at the health fair, it's very easy to sign up for benefits just by coming to the clinic with your DD-214, and we will give you an application and get all that processed. And usually within 30 days, you have an appointment with the doctor, and things will go on from there.
Well, you've increased the total population within the clinic at this point, haven't you, Doctor, with all the overall staff along with physicians too?
Well, we've had a lot of VA initiatives, and three major ones. One is with our increased population, we've been able to add clerks, nurses, LPN personnel to support the physicians. Our second major initiative, as many of you have seen on the nightly news, a couple of years ago, Congress gave the VA permission to hire more mental health personnel. And the figure that was given on the news was 2,600. So we've doubled our mental health staff. And because of the numbers of women now in our armed forces, we are increasing our women's health program. I had mentioned to Robert before he went on the air, I've been following our monthly data for about a decade at the different clinics in Florida, so I'm familiar with this clinic for almost 10 years. And in the last several months, we have seen more veterans per month than we ever have, and probably double the number of veterans per month that we had 5-6 years ago. So we're very proud of that. I'm a patient too. I go to the doctor, and what I want when I go to the doctor is access for medical care. I want to see the doctor.
Yeah.
So we're proud of that.
That's great. That is fantastic. We're also moving in the treating people with PTSD in your clinic right here now. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. The really exciting thing, and a lot of this is just several months old. By doubling our mental health staff, and right now we have 2 psychiatrists, 3 psychologists, 2 mental health social workers, and we're looking for another psychiatrist, at least 1 if not 2. Now that's doubling our staff in the last year. The really interesting thing is when you have enough staff, then you can actually branch out and do some really innovative things. And we just signed up 2 of our mental health providers to get special training in PTSD, so we can offer therapy for that right here in Ocala without the veterans being referred to Gainesville.
Okay. Are you also working hand in hand with the village clinic, or how do y'all work? Because I know they have staff down there and so forth.
Well, good question. The VA system in North Florida, South Georgia, stretches from Jacksonville to Tallahassee.
Right.
The village is up to Valdosta, which is an enormous amount of mileage. So the way it's set up is the villages is the hub, and Lecanto and us are the spokes. And the villages will offer some things that we don't have. For example, they're just beginning to do colonoscopies. They do have a cardiologist. They do have an MRI, and as they slowly increase what they have to offer, we can have the veterans go down to the villages for those specialties. For example, yesterday I ordered some x-rays at the villages so our veterans didn't have to go up to Gainesville.
Very good, very good.
Parking's a lot better at the villages.
No, anything would be better than going to Gainesville up there. We've got probably in the neighborhood of about 50,000 veterans that are here in the Marion County area. I use that Marion County area because a lot of them come up from the Sumter County area, sure, and they come in from Citrus County and other areas. So we're bringing something that actually is totally new to clinic aspects into Marion County, so the veterans have a better ability to talk to doctors, have them seen by doctors, and to give them expedient time frame in that level. Am I pretty much saying right?
Oh, you're correct. We're very proud of the fact that we provide access. I call them the forest communities, the communities that are east of our clinic, and also the areas, the small towns that are north of our clinic as well. And a lot of those veterans would like to come to our clinic rather than making the trip to Gainesville and trying to find a parking space.
I one for sure love to come here instead of going to Gainesville. But
that's just one thing.
Yeah, that's just one thing, just the parking alone. And then you have all of the other idiosyncrasies dealing with Gainesville that you do not have here. And that's a great pleasure to be able to talk to the doctors immediately or have access to them, and it really is going to be an asset. Doctor, I know that you've got patients that you got to see, and I know that you've broke from your routine to be able to get down here to be with us and discuss this. Again, we're going to be having this Congressman Rich Nugent's health fair out at Community College here in Ocala on 200 on Saturday the 22nd, and in between 10 and 2. And they're going to be offering sign up for veterans. So if you have your DD-214, please bring it with you. They would be most happy to peruse it. But they're going to give you a package to fill out. if you have other questions or you have concerns you can't find your DD-214, you need to contact a service officer and try to get yours implemented. Go ahead, Don.
You'll see us on Saturday. We'll probably be walking around asking you whether you are signed up for the clinic. And if you're not, you'll be escorted over to the VA tables to see if we can sign you up. I just want to say we're going to take your name and phone number, and then we will follow up. So if there's any problems filling out the application, we will call you on the phone and make sure that you get it done. If you don't have your DD-214 on Saturday, no problem whatsoever. Just come to our table. We'll take your name and phone number, give you an application, and we will have someone call you the next week just to follow up.
Curly, you're wanting to ask a question, I can see, and go ahead.
Dr. Knapp and I are very familiar with each other because I'm not only the commander of VFW Post 7193, but I'm also the commander of Military Order of Purple Heart, and
right.
he and I have been business, so to speak, quote-unquote partners, and he's very familiar with me, and I'm also very familiar with him. But I was trying to tell you to quit saying community college, because Central Florida is now a 4-year college, highly recognized.
I'm just so used to it being that way.
I know, that's why I was trying to shake my head and say, quit saying community college, because we are now a 4-year institution, highly recognized by the entire state of Florida.
Well, I know that, but it's just, as the old saying goes, it's habit.
It's habit, yes, I understand.
And it's been that way for multitudes of years. But Dr. Knapp, we do appreciate you taking your time and coming down and meeting with us and talking with our other veterans on the radio, sir. And anything else you're welcome to bring out to us.
No, thank you very much. It's been my pleasure. This is my first time on the radio, and I look forward to seeing you out on Saturday at the College of Central Florida.
Yes.
Well, I would like to say that I'd like to possibly get one of our psychologists from down upstairs to come in here and be with us at various other times.
We're going to get that arranged, and I think that'd be an excellent idea, Robert.
Fantastic. We'll take one phone call, please.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, a good friend of mine who recently passed away was in the Navy, and he went to the Veterans Clinic a lot because he got Agent Orange. And anyway, him and I talked a lot. We became very good friends, and he became very dissatisfied with the Veterans Administration doctors because he said that America would train doctors from other countries, India, Pakistan, and some other countries. America would pay for their education, and they in turn would donate 2 years of their time to the veterans medical profession, and then they could go on into their own private practice. And the doctor actually told him that, and he complained because every time he went there he had a different doctor, and they didn't speak very good English, and he wasn't very satisfied with the treatment he was getting because of that. Is that true? And would you like to maybe just briefly expand on it?
Well, that raises an enormous spectrum of issues from medical school to...
I'll go ahead and hang up so you can talk.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
From medical school to medical training, which I'm familiar with. I was on faculty of a university in the past, to hiring physicians, which I do, and our clinics. And so... rather than speaking hours on the topic, let me just address one topic, and I'm going to address our clinic and what we do in the clinic. I know in the past there's been some dissatisfaction in the VA clinics. I've been in this system 10 years this time, and a Navy doctor previously to that, and I did work at the Durham Veterans Clinic. I can tell you with our added staffing, the VA does enormous amounts of surveys on not only employees' satisfaction, but also on patient satisfaction. And the old saying is, this is not your grandfather's VA anymore. And in the last few years, the staffing, access, and care has really improved. So we'd ask that if you've had some bad experiences in the past, especially distant past, we're trying our best to do the best job we can, and I think we are. So give us a chance, and we'll do the best we can for you.
Doc, thank you very much for your support and working with the veterans that we have. And various capacities.
Thank you, Robert.
All right. Thank you, Doc. And we'll let you go back to handling your patients. Larry, would you want to take a break a little early on this one,
Sure.
please?
We'll be right back.
We may not have the kind of winters they have up north, but Florida weather can be still pretty rough on your ride, and Ford Lincoln of Ocala wants to save you money and time during their Restore Your Ride service event. Right now, you can drive into Ford Lincoln of Ocala, receive a free brake inspection, and if it's determined you need brake work, you can receive up to a $50 rebate on any Motorcraft brake service when you use your Ford service credit card. And if it's tires you need, Ford Lincoln of Ocala's completely satisfied service center can hook you up with up to $120 in rebates on any of the top brands backed by their low-price tire guarantee. So stop chasing all over town for this service and that service. Get it all done right, the right way at the right place at Ford Lincoln of Ocala during their Restore Your Ride event. There's also great savings on Motorcraft batteries, wiper blades. You know, my dad used to say, don't wait till it's too late. Get it done now. Visit Ford Lincoln of Ocala's completely satisfied service center, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, and Saturdays till 5.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Programming support for Veteran News is brought to you in part by St. Leo University's Ocala Center. Claim your future with a highly respected degree from St. Leo University. This year, St. Leo University proudly celebrates 40 years of educating military students and their families. St. Leo University's Ocala Center offers flexible bachelor's and master's degree programs designed for working adults. Classes are forming now. You can learn more about St. Leo University's convenient degree programs offered in Ocala, Lecanto, and Lake Sumter by visiting stleo.edu/Ocala.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, less roofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
When it comes to medical issues, the big C, cancer, strikes fear in all of us. You know, Ocala is fortunate to have a leading state-of-the-art Florida Regional Cancer Center, and we're additionally fortunate to have their physicians on our airwaves to answer our questions. You know, knowledge is power, and it's yours just for the asking. Tune in next Thursday at 11 a.m. when Dr. Ravik Sandropathy will be answering your questions. This is information you could use from your friends right here at WOCA The Source and the compassionate physicians at Florida Regional Medical Center.
Hi folks, I'm Seth McBride with Pasture Sports. Here today to tell you about our annual early buy school uniform sale, calling all students and parents. Now is the time to buy your school uniforms from Pasture Sports. Buy now, save huge for next year. So come on down to Pasture Sports for the only big school uniform sale of the year. Located on Highway 200 across from Honda of Ocala, Pasture Sports, your uniform experts.
Universal Soil Solutions has arrived. On Monday, June 24th, we will bring remediation through education to Marion County. Located in the Paddock Mall Center Court, our staff is ready to make clear the entire sinkhole process. Remediation of your property is a major undertaking. Be smart. Get educated. Know what it takes to repair your structure. Doing so significantly reduces the toll this process can have on both property and property owner alike. We are your sinkhole solution. Universal Soil Solutions, where integrity meets trust. Stop by and meet our staff or call us at 877-519-2777.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
right, it's 9:32. Let's return to Veterans News with your host, Robert Wood. Robert?
Thank you, sir. And I tell you, I was very pleased with our guest that we had today, and I hope the veterans in the area have learned something about the actual positive points that the VA clinic is having here in Ocala. And they're also increasing their size of the clinic up here by like 3,000 square feet. Huh?
I thought you were going to talk about the staff.
Yeah, in the mic. You need to talk. Okay, is it on? Okay. All right. Tell me, hold the mic up there.
I was thinking you were going to talk about the size of the staff, because aren't they going to double their staff?
Staff and the size of the clinic.
Yeah, they're doubling everything.
And so we'll be able to help more veterans of the community.
Yeah, and again, just to go over the fact that out here at Central Florida,
it's the
College
of Central Florida, where they now have 4-year capabilities up to the master's program also. This is where the fair is going to be. Congressman Rich Nugent is putting on and sponsoring this fair, and we're going to have the VA personnel, including Dr. Knapp, will be present. So I'm going to start off with saying thank you very much, Doc. We appreciate your help. Also, Curly, we've got sponsored by the name of St. Leo College with us, don't we?
Yes, and good morning, everybody. The St. Leo University of Ocala has an approved veterans program. It's called the Educational Training and GI Bill program, and it's for participating members of the Yellow Ribbon program. And it's why St. Leo's College? Well, primarily because it is a flexible and convenient program. And they also have personal attention from start to finish, and it is an affordable academic, and it's also an excellent program for us veterans. And I say us veterans because I am indeed one, and who have taken advantage of the education and the GI Bill.
And I also have too, and it was through St. Leo that I received my bachelor's degree, one of them.
Amen, amen. And also we are sponsored by Ford Lincoln of Ocala.
Yeah.
And their goal is, of course, to be the very best Ford Lincoln dealership in the state of Florida. Now, they also have a special a great selection of new and used cars, and they have financing and lease specials. Also, they have the best parts, repair, and service of your Lincoln and Ford. I know because I take my truck out there periodically. And you can also stop by the Village Ford in Bellevue, which is, I'm sure, going to be announcing a grand opening pretty soon, because I drove by the other day and it looks like they're now putting the finishing touches on that beautiful facility out there. It's going to be called the Village Ford of Bellevue.
And it is doggone good looking down there,
I'm trying to tell you now.
Yeah.
And whenever they announce it, we're going to try to show our face in the place and try to get a hot dog or something right off the grill.
Well, I'm gonna see that Hank gets a balloon from there.
How about a potato pie?
Yeah, we might work on that sweet potato pie. I don't know if they're going to have it down there.
Saturday.
Oh,
good.
Well,
have that.
Why don't you go ahead and announce your programs that you got for the weekend coming up?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to let everybody know today is a Thursday, and of course the Veterans Council will be meeting today in Room C at the Ocala Public Library, which is located 2607 East Silver Springs Boulevard, and we'll be leaving here and going directly to the library in Room C, because that meeting starts at 10:30 sharp, and we're glad to let everybody know the Veterans Council is in charge of a lot of stuff, and we are having 54 of the veterans. The entire Veterans Council is made up of 54 veterans groups that meet there, and we disseminate all the veterans. Different meetings and everything that the veterans are doing all over the county, and we coordinate all this stuff to make sure that we don't just everybody is doing different things, but we try to coordinate it so that everybody will know what everybody else is doing. Also, the Chamber of Commerce is having its monthly meeting starting at 5 p.m. and it's going to be out at the Ozark Bank out on Highway 200.
Let me break you for a minute, and let's get this phone call out of the way, and then I'll let you right back on, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, Larry.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is
Good morning.
Calling.
Yeah. How you doing today?
Oh, hanging in there.
Good.
I guess it beats the alternative, right?
You got that right.
But what I'm trying to call about is I haven't been following it all that much because of different activities that are going on here at my home.
Okay.
But this Benghazi thing, I think they're just going to get ready to sweep it under the rug by covering it up with all the other corruption that's being exposed in our capital.
Well,
but my point being is, why was the topmost official in Libya away from his post in the embassy in Tripoli, sitting in Benghazi in an undefendable location on the anniversary of 9/11 with all the knowledge that was already out there about some kind of demonstrations and attacks on the anniversary? It seems that the hearings that I've been able to cover are not mentioning that at all. I want to know what the heck was he doing there in the first place, and it seems that nobody wants to address that question.
There's a point that I'm going to...
I got to hang up so I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. I want to address it this way. There's a lot of things that have not come out, and I'm quite sure that if all of the facts are coming out correctly, we may change the mind of a lot of people and how they are handling our embassies and the staff of them and also the security of them. So we've got a lot to learn, and a lot of information has got to be disseminated. Now, I'm going to turn this back over to Curly so he could go ahead and finish telling us about his adventures this weekend.
Well, adventures you may call it, but it's just an announcement, of course, of all the things that are taking place. I forgot where I left off, but I also need to let everybody know that the Chamber of Commerce, which is having its monthly meeting, it starts at 5 p.m. and it's at the Ozark Bank out on Highway 200. Now, the Ozark Bank is just in front of the on top of the world, which is
right next to the new Publix on 80th.
All right, you got it.
There you go.
Yeah, and we just we're part of the Chamber of Commerce, and we just want everybody to know that if you see us out there, then you know what's going on. So yeah, we'll be out there too as well. Also, this is the fourth Saturday coming up, y'all. This is the 22nd, but it is the fourth Saturday. And we will be having our fourth Saturday fish fry, of course.
All right.
Out at the building site, which is going to be the community center, and it's called the Brady Owens Community Center, and the address is 3140 Northwest Old Gainesville Road. We've already got some dirt piled up there. We've got some stuff already there in place for the foundation, and we're making progress out there, folks. So come on out and see what we're doing, and also enjoy the fish and the grits and the hush puppies and all of the good things that's going on out there. And we may even have some sweet potato pie. So come on out and enjoy. Come on out and enjoy the cornbread chip and all the things that we have to offer. So, and that starts at the tent goes up at 8 a.m. sharp, and the advance orders go out at 10:30, and 11 o'clock we start serving the public. So from 11 to 3, you're welcome to come on out and enjoy all the good things that we have out there in store for you. So basically that's it, Bobby. We just don't forget, though, about the Veterans Council meeting today at 10:30.
There you go.
And I'm the president. Oh, and did everybody get a chance on Father's Day to go out and hear the speeches about the flag?
Yeah, a lot of people did not make it out there, but there was a big to-do out there with all the fifth and sixth graders.
Participation about the flag. I sent my representation for the Veterans Council. I sent my representation for the VFW Post 7193. Also sent my representation of the little $25 gift certificate for the Military Order of Purple Heart. But my children grabbed me up and said, "Daddy, you got to go with us," and so that got me. I couldn't.
Unfortunately, Father's Day fell in the
same day of that.
Same day.
And my kids don't play. When they grab Daddy, that's it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
but we know there was a lot of kids that did participate in the program out there, and it was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you
based
told me.
on my information.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't make it either?
I did not.
Dad got
No.
snatched up too?
Yes, exactly.
All right, well.
Now, Don, I understand.
Well, you know,
go ahead.
Speaking of that, the flag appreciation and everything else like that, the Boy Scouts out at the Ocala boat basin, you know.
Yeah, with the Republican women's committees out there was great.
Was
we learned a lot about the flag.
And a lot of it is being forgotten, you know, and respect and everything else like that. And I appreciated how well the Boy Scouts did their presentation of covering all the details that's necessary for the average person to adhere to. You know?
Yeah, and people really think they're displaying the flags correctly. Pay attention, folks, because some of the flags, you don't want to turn it upside down and display it. That's not the way we're going to do it. No, that's not right. And if it's dirty, if it's torn, please replace it. We'll be more than happy to take it and put it to its final resting place.
Well, the main thing is, you know, like that, is respect, because that flag is not just a piece of cloth.
No.
It is a representative symbol of the entire nation.
Amen.
And that's what we stand for.
And it's all spelled out. And I know I've got some books and stuff like this. And when in doubt with some of this, you can go see your local political representative, Congressman so-and-so, and they'll be glad to give these out because that's one of their missions.
I'm going to bring out a point in about the flag. We've got a flag that's going to be raffled off. I'm not sure if I think it's going to be auctioned off. That flew in some of the battles in Afghanistan and Iraq area. And they're going to be auctioning it off. There is holes from where it received battle wounds. And it's a very interesting flag, but it was flown on a Black Hawk helicopter in those areas. And it's going to be auctioned off at the golf tournament that we're holding in October 18th and 19th out at Golden Ocala. So, you know, we wanted to bring that thing out and let you know that some of those things are happening. Besides the golf tournament, we're also going to have a women's tennis tournament, and they're going to all participate. We've got blind golfers and also blind tennis players and deaf and blind golfers coming out to play. And
amputees also. For what I've seen from a couple of the people who come in the office, you also got a couple of amputees.
Right. We're going to have double amputees out there playing golf. I mean, we're going to have a real good time with the people out there, and we want the people to come in and please participate. Also, if you want to play golf, we definitely have all kinds of celebrities are going to be out there, military background and also political background locally and all over. We tried to get the governor to come in, but unfortunately he's going to be in Japan during that time frame, so whatever. Now we're also going to have military displays out at the golf course, so you will have available to look at all the stuff. And the other elements are, again, it's October 18th and 19th. And if you want to play, it's $140 per person on a team of 4. And you will get some extremely available nice gifts and other items that we're going to have available to you. Okay, and what else? Is there anything else that you want to bring out, Don, about the clinic or anything? You were saying something. I apologize.
Well, you know, like the clinic itself is gone right along with the Vets Helping Vets, and it's been it's been the efforts of a team. You know, the clinic and its personnel led by the doc and the personnel they have available under their tutelage.
Right.
And the WOCA has been a great benefit to us all that time.
You know, they give us the ability to have this hour-long show, and Hank has brought it from a whim to a reality, and we've had it now for about 9 years. Is that correct, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
And you've been at the helm as the engineering producer for a long time, and you've seen us grow from a mere figment of imagination to where we are today. And I'm hoping to fill some of the shoes as the producer level on our side. But we want all the help we can get in communicating with our veterans, and we have other things that are going on. I'm drawing a mental blank right at the second on that. But Larry, let's take a break for a second. Let me get my thoughts together, if you don't mind.
All right, we will take a little break and we'll be right back.
We may not have the kind of winters they have up north, but Florida weather can be still pretty rough on your ride, and Ford Lincoln of Ocala wants to save you money and time during their Restore Your Ride service event. Right now, you can drive into Ford Lincoln of Ocala, receive a free brake inspection, and if it's determined you need brake work, you can receive up to a $50 rebate on any Motorcraft brake service when you use your Ford service credit card. And if it's tires you need, Ford Lincoln of Ocala's Completely Satisfied Service Center can hook you up with up to $120 in rebates on any of the top brands backed by their low-price tire guarantee. So stop chasing all over town for this service and that service. Get it all done right, the right way, at the right place at Ford Lincoln of Ocala during their Restore Your Ride event. There's also great savings on Motorcraft batteries, wiper blades. You know, my dad used to say, don't wait till it's too late. Get it done now. Visit Ford Lincoln of Ocala's Completely Satisfied Service Center, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, and Saturdays till 5.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Programming support for Veteran News is brought to you in part by St. Leo University's Ocala Center. Claim your future with a highly respected degree from St. Leo University. This year, St. Leo University proudly celebrates 40 years of educating military students and their families. St. Leo University's Ocala Center offers flexible bachelor's and master's degree programs designed for working adults. Classes are forming now. You can learn more about St. Leo University's convenient degree programs offered in Ocala, Lecanto, and Lake Sumter by visiting stleo.edu/Ocala.
All right, 10 minutes before 10 o'clock, let's rejoin Robert Wood in Veterans News.
Okay, thank you very much for coming back. And Curly, you've got something else that you wanted to mention to us, too.
Yeah, good morning once again, Ocala, Marion County. We'd like to mention the fact that the Queen Victory Lodge number 50, along with the Pride of Maddie Chapter 138, is sponsoring a black and white affair on Friday, August the 16th at 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn Hotel Suites, and the address is 3600 Southwest 38th Avenue, and it's going to be dining, music, and entertainment, and the donation is $40. Remember, this is going to be a very nice affair, and we ask that you dress to impress. And all this money that we're going to use will be primarily for the scholarship fund that we're establishing. And like I said before, it's a black and white affair, and it's going to be on Friday, August the 16th at 7 p.m. And the donation is $40, and this is sponsored by the Queen Victory Lodge number 50, which is a Masonic lodge, along with the Pride of Maddie Chapter 138, which is the Eastern Star. And you have to find one of the brothers or sisters of that particular outfit so that you can make sure you got your ticket, because if you don't be there, you might be square.
Okay, fantastic. Bring out the fact that St. Leo University of Ocala is one of our sponsors. They're approved for Veterans Educational Training and GI Bill. They're participating members of the Yellow Ribbon Program. Why St. Leo? One, I'm an alumni there. I hope that doesn't help against them. But they're flexible and convenient for the people in their programs. Personal attention from the very start to the finish of your curriculum. Affordable academia and their excellence in those fields. Also, the Ford Lincoln of Ocala Their goal is to ensure that they are the number one Ford and Lincoln dealer in the state of Florida. They offer great selections of new and used cars. Their financing they're available for you. Leases are available, and special programs that they offer. They had one that they're offering for GIs. You get an additional $250, I believe it's right, on a trade-in or buying a new car. I don't recall exactly, but you go out there and see Steve Holosi, and he will correct me if I happen to be wrong. And I'm sure he will, knowing him. And also they have a store now open, or going to be opening up shortly, a grand opening down in Bellevue at the new Village Ford, and they're a subsidiary of Ocala Ford Lincoln. Okay, and Don, you have something that you got in your mind, is that correct? What were you telling me? And
well, we got some good news.
Oh, what's that, sir?
I don't know if you remember, but Don Harrison's a member of our staff and board of directors.
Right.
And he requested that Ocala, being what it is, in good Christian community and etc., they've put out the prayers, and they come through, because his grandson, who had to go through an operation,
that's right,
that was very serious, and he come through the operation just fine.
Very good.
So we got to keep up the old prayers.
I didn't hear that any outcome, so I didn't want to say or mention anything until I knew for sure.
Yes, I got that from Frank. Frank, that's pretty good.
Hank.
Yeah, Hank.
Hank keeps up on it.
Yesterday, and so we're just waiting to see what the outcome of the tumor will be. Is it benign or
Well, we hope it is benign without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And we're glad that he's doing extremely well. He had to go up to the North Cold country to do this. Unfortunately. But Don is also spearheading our golf tournament in October with Golden Ocala. Mr. Roberts, who is the owner out there, has just gone and bent over backwards helping us, and we've got the Masonic Lodge in this area helping us with all kinds of things. And there are so many that I don't have knowledge of. Everybody, I apologize, but Hank and Don Harrison has the knowledge, and hopefully Hank will be back next Thursday. At least I'm going to have him here one way or another. He doesn't know that yet. But we do appreciate everything that everybody's doing for the veterans. We really do. Like to possibly try a little trivia question. If anybody out there would like to participate, if you call in, I have a particular question I'm going to ask you, and we don't want you Googling it, so give us a call. We'll be more than happy to hit you with it, and if you do, you'll get a $20 gift certificate from Walmart. So we'll take it up from there, but anything else going on that anybody besides our youth or our health fair this weekend with the doc and Congressman Nugent?
Nope. They're going to be setting up some tables out there, so make sure that you get your DD-214 and ease on out there. Starting at about 10 o'clock and going to go to about 1 p.m. So
yeah, and if you don't have your DD-214, they will assist you to come on out there, and they will help you get everything up and running,
right,
so that they can treat you here at the Ocala VA clinic.
Right.
And I mean, they have gone really overboard on trying to help the veterans here in this area. Now, we know that there's about 55,000 of you veterans out there, and all of you aren't signed up with the VA. We know that, and we want you to participate with these programs. And this what helps get the funding for other medical aspects throughout the VA system. So bear in mind, we want you to help us as much as possible. Again, this is out at Central Florida
College of Central Florida.
The College of Central Florida. I haven't gotten used to that one yet. I'm used to Central Florida Community College, but they have a 4-year college degree program, and they also have master programs. And this will be at the Klein Center out there, and they will direct you if you get out there. It's a beautiful glass building in the very front of the campus, so they'll be more than happy to tell you where to park, show you where to park, and then walk in and we'll greet you there. Hank Whittier will be there along with some others from Veterans Helping Veterans. I will be there, and I imagine Curly's going to try to be there if I can talk him into it. But we got all kinds of other elements that are going to be there in the health industry. I can't hear you talking like that, Steve.
I'll try and be out there.
Well, you best better. Yeah. But if you're going to talk to me, you need to talk on the radio.
As long as I don't have to work at Publix, I'll be out there.
Well, that's great. And you don't have to bring coffee and cream this time.
Only on Mondays and Wednesdays in the office is when
there
I
you go.
And
folks,
Steve knows what we need out there.
Yeah. Well, the veterans with Veterans Helping Veterans have been out doing a lot of work out in the forest with a particular person, and one of the veterans that lives out there and in very hard times, and his home was pretty much non-livable. I guess that would be a term to use, and they're trying to get it back into shape where he can actually live there. But on the same token, he may be going to the veterans home out in Fort McCoy as a member of their living resident areas, and that's a possibility. But his home still needs to be taken care of, and that's what Hank has been out there with several of our veterans to do. And at this time, since we don't have any callers, I want to thank everyone, the veterans and those who are listening to us, to listen again, and hopefully we'll have Hank here next Thursday, and thank the world that we're able to set up and listen and help each other. Thank you very much, Larry.
And guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairie.